So, in our modern age, I think all of us are familiar with the whole world of doing everything digital. And when it comes to movies, shows, and entertainment, I think the vast majority of us will be using some type of streaming service or maybe even renting or purchasing online. And there's definitely a lot of pros and also cons when it comes to digital. I think the most obvious thing when you do everything digitally is the whole convenience factor. You simply cannot beat the convenience factor when it comes to digital. And that's something that I absolutely love about having everything digitally. And also the selection. I mean, honestly, for a digital streaming service, they're going to have thousands upon thousands of movies and shows. And this is something that honestly you cannot match when it comes to a physical collection. And this is something that is undeniable when it comes to digital media and this whole world of streaming. There's just so many pros when it comes to convenience and the sheer selection that you have. And then when it comes to physical media, there's also many pros and also cons. But as somebody who loves movies, shows, and just collecting in general, this is always going to be my preferred way to enjoy my media and also to preserve and collect. And this is something that, I think anybody who collects movies or loves this type of stuff, you really don't have to explain to them. But I don't think we have to be in this whole world of like choosing between physical or digital. I think for most people out there, they're actually going to have both. But I do want to talk about something that, maybe people might not think about whenever they're thinking about digital media and physical media. And that's this whole idea of being special. So what do I mean by that? Now, we all know with digital media, there are a lot of movies and shows available. But how does that actually make you feel whenever you are just scrolling through all of these titles? And this is what I want to get to, because I think all of us know that when it comes to physical media, there are a lot of things here. And at the same time, you are going to get, I would say, a more complete experience, because typically the physical media is going to include many other special features and things like that, which most of the time they're not going to be available on digital. But what I want to talk about here when it comes to being special is the simple fact that whenever you are going through these thousands upon thousands of movies and shows, I think it lacks that whole feeling of being special, even if it is the same exact movie. So John Wick is right here on Netflix streaming, and I have John Wick here physically. And this is just the base standard version, but I'm still going to get more features and items here. And if I really wanted to make it special, I could also get something like this. This is the Steelbook version. It has way more things in here. And this is what I want to talk about. It's just not about the sheer technical features and all the other stuff that comes with it, but it's just this whole entire package feeling special. Like whenever I'm holding these John Wick movies, especially a special edition, I feel this is a lot more special versus me just going through my streaming service, seeing the same exact movies and shows, and then just kind of like scrolling mindlessly through them, and it doesn't have that same impact and feeling as I would having it physically. And also when it comes to other things that really I would say is hard to match, like for example, Transformers the movie, it is currently not available on Netflix, and this is a 35th anniversary edition, and this brings back this whole feeling of nostalgia, being special. This is a steelbook edition, and there's been many iterations of this, or maybe something even more awesome, something like this. This is Conan the Destroyer 4K, comes with a book, probably the most complete version of this movie at the highest quality. And similar to what I just said about some movies and shows not being available, this is also currently not available on Netflix, neither one of these. And so when you put all of these things together, this just ultimately feels more special. Whereas in streaming world or purely digital, it's not to say that you can't get something out of it, because obviously at the end of the day, it is about the movies and shows, but it just doesn't feel special. It just feels like another thing that I'm scrolling through and just basically finding something to watch. Whereas when I'm doing something like this is intentful. I do want to watch these. I purchased these for a reason. and it feels a lot more special to me. And that's really what I want to talk about today, is this whole feeling of being special to you versus just being another thing that you scroll through. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my videos on collections of physical media and also talking about this stuff, I do have an entire playlist, and I'll leave that in the description area below. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.